Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Brummet's YouTube video. It's great to have you here today. We've had several questions about networking, and so we decided to do a couple of different YouTube videos for that. One of those individuals was actually a dear online friend of ours that runs the mymagicjobs.com website. Hope that you have a chance to check out his website. We're also located at brummetmedia.ca. That's BRUMMET.ca. So I hope that you check out our website or our main blog, which is consciousdiscussions.blogspot.com. Either one of those will lead you to a variety of links and sites where we could be located and communicated with. And I appreciate all of your communications. Thank you all for reaching out to us. We address every one of your questions, either here on our YouTube channel or over on our blog. So keep on dropping by those two sites so where you can find more resources and all kinds of great content that we've already published and we have planned for you as well. Now, finding networking opportunities is our topic for today. Yes, my mouth. So some new entrepreneurs, they're going to begin to panic when it comes to finding networking connections. And I have heard this time and time again. Oh my goodness, but I don't have a contact list. Where am I going to start? And it's so intimidating. And I feel so small right now that it feels weird approaching someone who has a little bit more establishment or a lot more establishment than I have. And so it can be quite intimidating when you first start out as a new entrepreneur. So the first thing that you're going to want to do whenever you're starting a new business or product release or book release or any of those kinds of things, you want to start with your current pile of business cards, all those suppliers, employees, service providers, customer lists, all of the business cards that you have in your junk drawers, in your wallets and purses, and all the different places where you might find them, in your desk, all the drawers, anywhere where you might find, in the car, look in your car console, in your glove compartment box, look in all of those different places. And don't forget also to look at your personal phone book, your personal address book. This might be, a physical book that where you've, backed up all your contact information. You might have to refer to, say, your email contact list, people you've emailed over the last year or two. Look through those sent files, and you'll find lots of emails there. You might be able to find, like I say, a list of contacts through your social networking sites or through your cell phone. So these are people that you already know, and what a surprise. So all these people, right? Do your kids go? Do you have children? Do they go to school? Do they attend events? Who runs those events? What organization? Who are the teachers? Who are the organizers? Who are the managers? These are all people that you can reach out to. These are contacts. And so what we want to do now, once we've accumulated a certain type or a certain number of networking contacts, we have that list ready to go. What we want to do now is we want to have that draft letter. What are we attempting to communicate in this particular networking campaign, and have that in a draft letter or email, some form like that, where you can then take that content, the main content, and you can tweak the beginning and the end and maybe a little bit of the middle so that it suits that unique person that you're contacting. If you're contacting your public library acquisition manager or front desk person that you happen to have a business card of, or maybe you're contacting someone you are very close with, like your brother. And so the way that you approach your networking would then be quite different for each person. Basically, your intent in the situation of people that you know very well is just to say, hi, great to get in touch with you. Check out all the exciting things that I'm involved in. Would love to hear what you're up to. That's all you really need to do. Your basic hi letter, communication letter that you would have with your family or a friend. Now, when it comes to a cold call, you're going to approach it quite differently. It won't be quite as friendly. You want to be friendly, but not quite as friendly and personal, of course, right? You won't be talking about your dog and children and things like that, right? So you want to make sure that you're approaching each one of these people individually in a very specific way. So, if it's your lawyer or your dentist or your mechanic, right? All different ways that you're going to be approaching them. Hi, I was in to have my car serviced in May. Remember me? I love your business. I go there regularly. I recommend you often. I just wanted to let you know that this is what's going on in my life. I've started this new business. I thought maybe we could connect, and I would reach out and connect to you, and maybe we could network in some way, right? So you can also find cold contacts by dropping into local employment centers. You can learn about businesses in the area by searching business lists online, or say your local chamber of commerce might have a list of businesses online, or your phone book might have some businesses that you can search. This is a great way. Ask people around you if they know of any, home-based businesses. Get onto some of the entrepreneur and small business groups for your area on those social networking sites. That'll really help you out as well in attaining some of those networking contacts. Maybe you are able to attend like some small business advice groups or workshops or webinars, online, offline. These might be found, at the local library or the business support office, and the Chamber of Commerce or employment centers and all kinds of places like that. So don't forget, there's tons of networking opportunities out there. Don't forget places like organizations that might have anything to do with your business. Maybe you are involved in organizations yourself, like Toastmasters, or maybe you volunteer somewhere, your child does, or your staff members do. These are all places that you already have those contacts. That door is there for you. Just knock on it and send in those letters. If you do now have a chance to watch those articles, watch those interviews on any of the type of publications that have some connection to your business or services that you happen to be looking at, either getting exposure in or maybe networking with those media management staff members. Alternatively, however, you'd be looking at the articles and interviews that they published for another reason. You're looking at those highlighted featured guests that you might be able to reach out to. Maybe they're going to end up being a mentor for you. Maybe you can learn some wonderful things. Maybe they got some great resources on their website. So there's all different kinds of ways of networking, both in person or just by learning from the people online, or you can connect with them online, favorite, follow them, all that kind of stuff really matters, all those types of connections, okay? So no shortage of finding ways to network, finding ways of creating contact lists. It's actually quite easy to do. If you're doing a specific type of campaign, networking campaign, you're an existing business, you've been networking with your cold contacts locally, online, you've been doing much of what I've already spoken about. Maybe you've picked up a few tips and you thought, gee, I haven't done that, I'll incorporate that, but you're ready for the next step. Well, the next step really is to get online and start doing some internet searches, using those keywords that are highly targeted for your particular audience and or your business. And so when you use those types of search words followed by blog or newsletter or newspaper, or depends on what you're looking to connect with. Maybe you're looking to connect with like-minded businesses. So you would use those keywords and you get on those search engines, and you can certainly find them just with your click of a mouse. Finding networking contacts is not very difficult at all. It's so easy to do. However, the organization, keeping records, following up, creating strong networking relationships and having them walk away from any project that you have with them, any collaboration that you have with them, where they feel like they have received more than what you have requested of them. You always want them to feel good about working with you and wanting to work with you again. That's how you want to develop that relationship. That's a feeling you always want to leave them with, regardless of who they are, what walks of life they are, or whether you met them on in the lineup at an event or whether you met them online. That is the relationship that you want to develop. Don't forget your suppliers. There's all kinds of contacts that you already have that you can reach out to. So hopefully that gives you some ideas. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Again, our address is brummetmedia.ca, or you can go to our main blog, consciousdiscussions.blogspot.com, and feel free to comment, share, like all that kind of stuff. Of course, we love that. Thank you very much.